where did it go? Right there. So now we're basically entering a new, what's it called? Not a row, a new record into our table. And that record is just going to store the temporary information for this user. Now remember this, when they have clicked that link on their email and verified that that is a valid email and they aren't a bot or aren't trying to spam our page, we're going to take this information and plop it over to this main users table. But right now we're just going to store it in temp users because this is pretty much the people we don't trust yet. So again, what we did is we stored their information in a temporary table. Now what we need to do is construct that email that we're going to send to them. So the first thing I even want to do before I construct that email is I just want to add a simple if statement, and I want to make sure that this query ran successfully. Now whenever you set a variable equal to a MySQL query, it runs this query and it returns true or false. It returns true if the query ran successfully. It returns false if there is like an error or you spelled something wrong. So let's go ahead and ensure that this is not false, because if it is false, then we just want to go ahead and give them an error message like have our script die. We don't want to die, but we want our script to. And it could say like could not insert into database, and then we'll go ahead and write that MySQL underscore error. So that way we know if, and the reason I like to do this is because say there was, I don't know, maybe we type temp users wrong. Well, if we're running our code and testing it and the information isn't going into the database, then we're going to make, whoa, is there a bug in the database? Is there a bug in my PHP code? Are my files not uploaded? This way we can clearly see what's going on, and I actually don't want that semicolon right there. But that's why I throw a lot more error messages than the normal programmer just for debugging purposes. Else, now remind you, this is going to return true if the query ran successfully and false if it ran unsuccessfully. So if it did run successfully and that information was inserted into the temporary table, then what do we need to do? Well, what we need to do is we need to construct that email. So let's go ahead and store the body of the email inside a variable called message. And the first thing I want to write is, just add double quotes, to activate your, probably should spell this right since it's going to be sent to millions and billions of people when this website gets popular. To activate your account, please click on this link, and you actually need to add new line, new line. Whenever you're writing an email, it doesn't interpret the HTML, so that's why you need new lines instead of breaks. So after this, let's just go ahead and, actually, this next thing I'm going to type, and if I try to explain it while I'm typing, then it's going to be kind of confusing. So I'm going to pause the video, and hold on, I can't even figure out how to pause this freaking thing. Alright, so clearly as you guys can see, what we did is after we said to activate activate your account, please click on this link, we add a couple breaks, and then we gave them a link. Now the link that they need to click on is a link to this activate.php page. Now of course we didn't make this script yet, but we will eventually, and what this page is going to do is it's going to grab the email from the URL, which is the email that they registered from, and that code, that unique random code, and it's going to match up that code in that email, and it's going to say, okay, where in this temporary users table is this code equal to the code and email equal to the email, and then it's going to say, okay, if I have a result, which I should, I'm going to take this information and plop it over into the users table. So that's why we needed the code and their email, and that's basically what this activation script is going to do, a really easy and awesome way to deter against all your spam and bots and just fake stupid users. So now check this out. We didn't actually mail the user anything yet. We constructed an email, or the body of it at least. Now we actually need to mail it through PHP. So how do you mail people stuff through PHP? Well, you use the function mail, and it takes 3 parameters. The first parameter is their email. So of course their email that they entered in the form, we'll just go ahead and steal that. The second parameter is, what do you want the title of your email to be? Registration confirmation. Did I spell that wrong? Hopefully. And the last thing is, who do you want to email it to? what do you want the title of the email to be, and the body of your email, or the meat of your email, is just the message. So there you go. Now the last line of code we need in this register.php is this. We want to redirect them after we sent the email to a prompt, and what this is going to do is take note that this is prompt 1 and this is prompt 2. This is just a page that says congratulations, we've sent you an email to like finalize your registration or whatever. Please click on the link that we sent you before you can use the website. So after it gets done doing everything, they're redirected to another page, and then they have to go look at their email, click it, and they're good to go, ready to use the site. So how awesome is that? That is all of the code. We are 100% done with register.php. I actually have to, debug this real quick and see if I have any errors. And if I do, then I'll show you guys what the errors are and how to correct them in the next video if I, type the extra semicolon or something. But if not, then the next thing we have to do is make that activation script. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully my mic wasn't muted, and I'll see you in the next video.